After a few weeks of collecting the votes for the Star Geek mascot competition, the results are in. Hey everyone, Star Geek here, to give you the results of my mascot polling. In case you didn't know, a couple of weeks ago I uploaded a video asking my viewers to vote on a channel mascot. You can watch the video by clicking on the screen. I offered them 5 mascot ideas, them being Ponda Baba, Yakface, Max Rebo, IG88, and Hammerhead. I also asked you guys to give your own suggestions, and for those to be given feedback in the comments. Well, 2 of your suggestions were more popular. One popular fan-suggested mascot was R5D4, or Skippy the Jedi Droid. An even more popular suggestion would be a Gonk Droid. It ended up being a tie between the two, so I took everything into consideration and came to a final decision.
Drumroll, please.
The Gonk Droid wins. The Gonk Droid is a character I could create a story behind from the ground up, with help from your suggestions, while R5D4 already has too much of a backstory. And who doesn't love the Gonk Droids? I would have another competition naming the mascot, but I thought I would give you guys a little break. I've decided on the name Gary the Gonk Droid. I know I've already heard some name suggestions like Gonky or Greg, but I've settled on Gary. I threw the sketch together in a couple of minutes, just to give you a quick depiction of how Gary may look. I hope you will all love Gary as much as I already do. There is something I would like to ask of you though. Now that we have a great mascot, a pretty good name, and an awesome viewer base, I want to know what you think about Gary's backstory. We're going to be learning his backstory in a fill-in-the-blank style. Please fill in the following sentences with your own answers. Gary the Gonk Droid was built and put to work in He specialized in but was never very about his job. He eventually was shipped off to where he was eventually This was when Stargeek found the Gonk Droid and brought him into his YouTube channel. He really it there. His hobbies have always been and he has a belt that he is very proud of. Gary has always been known to have a personality. One thing that we know for sure is he really the Stargeek subscribers. Gary is the droid in the galaxy. Now I know it sounds like a lot to write, but I have pasted a template in the description below. All of you will be creating your own backstory for Gary, but only one of these stories will win, so come up with the most creative answers for every blank spot. Subscribe to Star Geek for weekly Star Wars content, and more Gary. Gary wants you to go and comment on his backstory, and tell him if you like him as the channel mascot, by shooting that like button at light speed. You can go check out my Facebook page linked in the description below, as it really helps me out when you like my page. If you go over to the page, you will get daily news on Star Wars Episode 7, Star Geek episodes, memes, and even Gary. Click on the screen to subscribe, and click on the link to the left for my last video, where I look into the Episode 7 X-Wing design. You can also click on the right to watch the video where I ask you to vote for a channel mascot. Don't forget to like the video and comment about Gary's backstory. Until we meet again in a galaxy far, far away, this has been Star Geek.